Yay. Hi. Here we are.
Joydah.
Joydah.
Here we are. We made it.
Yeah, we made it. So we've just taken some deep breaths. We're grounded. We're ready. And welcome, Joydah.
Thank you. Well, thank you for having me. I love technology. It just shows a lot of, like just, I guess, yeah, I chose to not be stressed about it, I guess, and just chose to be open to another way of doing our communication or, yeah, our talk for today.
Beautiful. So we thought we would just have this live now, and I want to introduce Tassie to who you are and talk a little bit about the up and coming Tiny concert on June the 10th.
Yes.
Can you share with us some insights into what we might be looking forward to?
Yes. So I think some of the things that I love about being part of the community is first is the welcoming of medicine that I'll be bringing in. I think that's the most important thing, and also the land that will hold us. And so for me, it comes from the roots, from the ground up, where everything, the source of what we're doing on that day, or any tiny concert that we've been doing. Yeah, we always make sure that we connect in with the ancestors of the land, the Takaitiaki, which is the guardians, and the waters and the land, and the elements really that makes us who we are. And so I feel like that's the most core foundation in ourselves as well. So it feels more, I guess we're all coming from, just like we're all standing on earth. And so I feel that that's the most important grounding work that we need to do when it comes to sharing something in anything we do. So the tiny concert is founded upon that, like very, I guess, the connection first is to ourselves, and then to the earth, and then the sky. So, and all the elements that I already kind of mentioned earlier. Tiny concert. What do you expect? Well, I don't put expectation on people at all. I welcome all of who they are to be part, to weave, to stay open to receiving, knowing that the space is held safely, and the sacredness of it will remain sacred. You know that in a physical realm, I think part of it is like being present mostly, and we all have all this teaching from all different teachers, and sage and all the wisdom givers about being present. There's nothing more potent than being part of it in the moment, and that's something that nothing will really capture it, no matter what video you take. So I always urge people to put their phones down and just be part of the element of what is happening in there, because it's not just you, it's not just the the people around you, it's who you bring with you, your ancestors with you. And so I feel that that's something that's all part of the remembering of tiny concert. And I feel like I chose to have it intimately and small, because it really goes back into the way we connect with each other. I can have a stadium of people, but there's so much to do and connect, and there's just so little time. So I find an intimate gathering like tiny concert allows us to go a little bit deeper, and also just be who we are without any mask on, I guess. And yeah, I think journeying in that space, I feel like that's in any gatherings we do as people that have this work. Gatherings helps us be more inspired, sowing seeds in each other, having all this little remembering of who we are before technology and before, well, my way of the technologists, I mean the internet and stuff, how we set on fire and how we actually connected without all these other things. So yeah, it's remembering. So Tiny Concert is about you showing up for yourself. It's you receiving. It is your work. We are here to walk each other. And my work and my calling is to sing and be a voice. And yeah, and we all have gifts that we can bring together. And this is what I do, and this is why I'm coming forward to trusting and keep trusting the process that unfolds.
Well, this is why I wanted to bring you on, because it's so much more. It's who you are and what you're bringing and what you inspire us to bring and what you create in the moment. And yeah, I can't tell you how grateful I am to for who you are and what you're bringing. So we're really blessed to have you come and share space with us and create space and hold space, because if somebody has a really powerful way of holding space, you really do. So in your music and your medicine. Yeah, wow.
Well, I want to acknowledge you. Thank you for opening that as well, that portal. Thank you for having me. It's I do believe that it's both ways. When the door is open, and you are invited, and sometimes the door is open. Doesn't mean someone's inviting you, but you just trust to go in that door. And so I chose to, I chose that. I chose to risk it and do it because I believe that we're not here for long. So I do believe that every opportunity where I can share my energy and also the energy of what needs to come forward to inspire people, to inspire myself, really, to keep that hope for humanity.
Yeah.
I will do it.
Yep.
So thank
you. Yep.
Yeah. Thank you.
Wow. Just want to take a pause just to honor that. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. So is there anything else you want to share while we're here on together?
I think what we're seeking in within ourselves is that the connection of like the way, like I talk about indigenous ways because we are all indigenous, and one thing that's really strong and potent about indigenous ways of life is how we weave together, how we are really connected, we are interweaved, and so don't even think of yourself as not indigenous. You're walking on the land every single day. So at some point, if you really channel it down to your ancestors, they all sat in the fire. They were all part of this ancient technology before this, before now. I think we need to really embrace that who we are, because what we need now is more of a unification of who we are, whether we have a line and as a colonizer or colonized, I feel like what we need to heal is that war within, or that conflict within ourselves, and to make peace inside so we can keep moving forward, and instead of the judgment that creates separation, we are actually uniting. And so it starts in our hearts, in our soul. No matter what's going on outside of us, no matter what the the news, the mainstream is saying, we are very strong on who we are and going forward. We know we cannot be put in a label. We cannot be put in, what color we are and stuff. I think what's really important is who you are within, and your skin doesn't matter, and you have that making peace within yourself. There's a lot, it's the politics makes it like that's their job, is to divide. I feel like what we need to do now is to come together, no matter who you are, and I have traversed that, and I'm still traversing that side of being who I am. But I find it that it's my medicine now. I created it. I created all those pains and made a beautiful, I guess, a potion for myself that will keep me going. And and wherever you are with your journey, I don't even call it spiritual work anymore, because we are separating ourselves again. If we say we're doing spiritual work, we are doing it all in one. How we are human, how we are in the spiritual realm, how we are in our hearts, those are in one. We're walking each day as a whole. So if you say wherever you are in that work within yourself, I really admire and honor your courage to keep showing up and keep closing endings. I guess the part of it is the stopping the patterns, being that person that will sort of change the patterns in your family, healing part of that woundings in your family, but knowing that it's not your job. Your job is for you to serve yourself, love yourself. And that is where I'm at still. Not that I'm already done. I have things to, obviously work on myself as well. And the illusion of I'm better than you, because I have my own path to take, and it's not easy, and it won't be easy, and that's fine, as long as we all know, we remember to rest, and that is my best t-shirt right now, is resting and being okay with doing nothing. Yeah, because a lot of things come in when you're sitting down, and so I guess for me, when it comes to creating events, I do, I have a way to say I'm not in the mainstream way of saying come and be with us and gather. I think there's a calling, there's a heartbeat that says come, there's a spirit, there's things that will give you a little bit of a sort of, if you're listening though, that's the problem. Or not a problem. If you're listening and being in tune, something will, sort of give you a little bit of like, hey, I think I want to go. And I give you little tips. Chilita tells me, if I have a question, I said, shall I go or should I not go? The first thing you're gonna do is ask your upline. So upline it could be your ancestors, it could be God, universe, whoever, the source. And the first thing that really drops in, like yes or no, because yes or no is very clear. It doesn't say maybe. If it's maybe, it's your mind. So it's such a, should I go yes or no? If it says yes, do it. That's how I operate most of the time, even though sometimes it's uncomfortable, and that's not just making decision, is you ask your upline, because you have them all the time, and that's why you're never alone. Just things that are quite icky, and you're on the fence of everything, and Yes, and you're like, oh my God, nah. So yeah, tiny concert in Tasmania. I'm as excited as you guys are, and thank you for supporting me, supporting us. Aroha and I will be there. Well, every ounce of the energy, whether that be in money or you coming forward, just being there, it's all being received and also being used for us to keep going. So the reason why I can go is because you guys supported me, you know, and everything is trust. Everything, the rest is trust and doing what needs to be done at the same time. So I am really grateful. I think, yeah, it's the first time I'm gonna go to Tasmania. So I look forward to being there, and I look forward to what may come, what can happen, and all the magic. And yeah, basically that's just I leave things for the magic to happen, and that's the most important part, is to be in that space. So yeah, it's on joydah.com/tiny concert. And if you're a cash person, I mean, I love cash myself, then you're more than welcome.
Cash on the day. Yep, for sure.
Yeah, cash for the day. We'll bring some cacao.
Yeah.
And I think when the moon is right, I don't know how we'll be doing some rongoa as well that we can bring forward. Yeah.
Yep. Beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah. And let me know if you guys want some hoodie. We can bring some hoodie as well.
Yeah. And they're the ones that you got on, right? Yeah. Indigenous wisdom is the answer to
our freedom. So yes. Yeah. I feel like we're doing our best to return to our roots.
Yeah. Beautiful. Yeah.
That's what it means. Yeah.
That's the deep calling. That's the calling. That's I'm feeling that, really feeling that strong. Yeah. Yeah.
Which is you are home. You know, you've always been home.
Yeah.
And and that's, I find that really far and at the same time close. You know?
Yeah.
I'm home, but it's so far. That's so yeah. I have so much more to share with you guys when I see you there, and I'm just really grateful for communities that you have gathered together. Thank you, Shar, for having that space as well. I feel very honored to come and make it more magical.
Yeah, and you will.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Cool. Thank you. Well, bring on the next couple of weeks. Safe journey in the lead up to coming here to I think the Aboriginal word for Tasmania is Litruwita, or sometimes Trowana as well. There's sometimes two. Yeah, beautiful. So we're really looking forward to holding you here, and and safe journey on your travels around on your way down here. And you got other things in kind of up and coming as well. So
we'll be I'm doing Prana Festival first, and then making our way to Tassie. It's quite interesting because Aroha was just looking at the Indigenous name for Tasmania last night. So I was like, oh, cool. That's really good to know, because we're doing a little bit of more research about, the Whenua.
Yep.
And so, before we land in,
Yep, and the Palawa people.
Yeah. So thank you so much. But yeah, we will be flying there, and I'm looking inward to meeting you all and being with you.
Yeah, beautiful. It's powerful. Okay. Aroha nui, and yep, and can't wait for everyone to meet you too when you're here. Okay, lots of love.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Ka kite.